A wealthy man named Stan learns he's about to go to prison for fraud. He is scared that his back door is going to get opened by other prisoners until he finds a mysterious martial arts guru who trains him to survive behind bars. What follows is a hilarious comedy transformation from coward to kung fu prison kingpin. Sit down and enjoy. This is a review of the movie Big Stan. Our movie starts in the office of our main character, Stan Minton, where Stan is trying to sell shady property to the loose-skin called Dorothy. During the scam on the old lady, detectives enter the room and arrest Stan for fraud. Our guy scammed a lot of people. Now we are moving to the trial. Stan's lawyer is losing the case and can't do much about it because there is a lot of evidence. Stan gets mad, fires his lawyer, and hires a
criminal lawyer. Know what I'm saying?
Our new Saul Goodman with fake hair is bribing the judge, which work only halfway. He still needs to serve 3 years in prison, but at least now he gets a 6-month delay before actually serving. Saul Goodman is advising Stan to leave for a permanent vacation and leave everything behind. But Stan has all his $7 million frozen in the bank and his last $100,000 in cash used for bribing the judge. So he can't leave. Moving on, we can see Stan with his wife Mindy eating at a fancy restaurant. He is scared that prison food is going to be disgusting. So Stan is swallowing steaks one after another. Mindy here is a little bit special. Let's say she can park in every parking spot at the mall. Meanwhile, our Stan is 3 steaks down. Mindy is begging him for a baby, so she doesn't feel lonely when he is away. Stan gets mad and tries to explain to her, having a baby is a huge commitment, and she's not ready for a baby, especially raising him alone. Mindy gets annoyed and leaves. Stan doesn't care and is moving to steak number 4. After a couple of drinks, he arrives at a not-so-fancy bar to get more drunk. He noticed a biker guy, that's served time in prison already, and pays him for small talk and some advice. In short form, our biker tells him that our guy is going to get as many hot dogs as he can eat in prison because he is weak and can't defend himself. After a night full of drinking and crying, Stan decides that he is going to prepare as much as he can in the next 6 months before serving time. He is buying a secret juice from Natural Bodybuilder, studying how to smuggle stuff in his prison pocket, even starts taking karate lessons. But after a month of training in dojo, he feels like he is losing a time here, fighting only kids with yellow and blue belts. The local master is getting frustrated, so he put him in a katare fight with a sleepy-eyed Joe here. Stan gets his ass whooped, so he decides to face massage our little guy. After that, local master throws him away from the dojo and politely thanks him for spending his time and energy in dojo. On the way home, he meets a homeless guy. The guy's making fun of him. Stan doesn't like it and offers to beat his ass. But our homeless guy fills his hand with a concrete dust, and our Stan fills his pants with something other than dust. The game plan is clear. Stan comes to Mindy to tell her great news. He found a master who's going to train him for prison. During a well-done, microwaved dinner, Stan and Master make a deal. Master is going to train him how to fight, and Master can stay in their house and get $100,000 after Stan finishes serving his time. The training starts early in the morning with the breakfast of champions. Mindy is mixing all sorts of weird stuff together. Meanwhile, Master is researching how much Stan sucks. Master makes his tummy hurt because Stan is useless and makes him drink all the secret sauce. Stan's training is in full swing. He is getting frostbite with burned skin at once. His nipples are getting ultimate foreplay. Even lunch now needs to be hunted on the plate. One night, Stan comes to Mindy to tell her somebody got into the house and they are coming to claim her back hole. Mindy starts crying when Stan tells her that it's just a prank to make her feel scared the same way he is from prison. Mindy really appreciates it, so she packs her shit and leaves to stay at her mother's house until he leaves for prison. Tan comes to Master to tell him that Mindy left to go to her mother. Master is glad because now they can actually start proper training. The Master shows him a secret technique, how to make a hole in a wooden board with only one finger. When our Stan tries it, he starts to point in different direction. And now the big training sequence starts. We can see what Stan is going through, from light face slaps to accurate nutsack shots, followed with dinner, and then earned relaxation on the bed. A couple of months later, we can see Stan, Master, and Saul Goodman at a restaurant. The guys are celebrating that Stan is not an open buffet for prisoners anymore. But Master has one last test for Stan. To thank a local master for teaching him karate from the beginning. Stan properly thanks for, and we are moving on. The day comes, and Stan is leaving to become a prisoner. Right on the bus, Stan is getting massaged by another prisoner, but Stan asserts dominance. After a nipple tickle, he gives our prisoner a friendly elbow to show he can defend himself. After arriving in prison, he gets a speech from Warden Francis that nobody cares about them and what they are doing to each other, unless somebody pisses on his garden. Then the problem appears. After a proper speech, the inmates are moving to general health checkups and cavity inspection. I don't know what Stan has there, but I believe it's not pretty. Moving through the block, he gets to his cell and meets his new roommate, Larry. After a little bit of chat with Larry, they move to the prison yard. Stan is getting all the information from Larry about what gangs are operating in this prison, but Stan cares only about who is the biggest hole fiddler in this prison. Larry points to the Big Raymond. Stan calmly comes to Big Raymond and starts to insult him. Big Hole Fiddler doesn't like it and gets ready to fiddle Stan's hole properly.
You hear me talking, hillbilly boy? I'ma get medieval on your ass.
Stan fights Big Fiddler and not only defeat him, he clap on him. No diff, he gets beat down. After finishing Big F, he starts moving towards one of the white leaders, punching him right in the face. Then the black group comes and starts attacking Stan from all sides. Stan is dropping them one by one. After he is finished with the group, he comes to the big black leader and smacks the shit out of his golden teeth and lets him pick up the teeth with a warning. Next time Stan is taking them as trophy. After playing on the playground, prisoners have a lunch. Everybody is scared of Stan now, and no one dares to go against him. Stan actually likes the food because for the last 5 months, he was eating only the high school special Friday surprise. After a long day of asserting dominance, our Stan is building something from soaps when he gets interrupted by a prison officer. The officer takes Stan to the warden, Francis. He offers him a brandy and an expensive cigar and treats Stan very nicely and, a little chat. Francis shows him his idea to demolish this prison and rebuild the property for residence purposes. The warden wants the prison closed so he can buy it with his silent partners. So Stan learns he wasn't sent to this prison by accident. Francis wants him here because he can help him with all the paperwork. And Stan gets his reward, lower sentence. After a deal with Francis, Stan goes for a shower, where White Boy's already waiting for him. The white leader starts to fight 1v1 with Stan, strapped with Razor, but our boy got his soap nunchucks. After dominating and clowning on the white leader, Stan starts moving towards his cell. On the way, he meets the black gang and offers them to go wild for the white cheeks. Now we are moving to the yard again. Larry talks with Stan about how he can make this prison a peaceful place But Stan doesn't care. He wants only to leave as soon as possible. 1 day pass, and we can see Stan doing the warden's paperwork. The warden comes with Mr. Dang, the silent partner and mafia member. During the visit, Stan can hear how they are talking about prisoners making a riot on inspection day to finally close the prison. Also, boys, try the fresh strawberries that Larry watered with his junk a couple of hours ago. Stan is missing Mindy, so he decides to write her a romantic letter talking about how much he loves her. Mindy is reading the letter while our master is calming her down.
Oh no! Oh no! No, 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 no.
Stan is having a meeting with all his fellow inmates. Stan is talking about how all the inmates should help each other and not fight just because they are a different race than the other guy next to him. Stan also talks about how some guys don't like to get fiddled and make exploring the caves banned only if both agree. Our white leader is watching all this from a safe distance. Meanwhile, his ass is getting healed from the black conquering. Now, we are getting a montage of prisoners, accepting Stan as leader of the whole prison and respecting his rules. Everybody is friendly to each other, sharing games, books, celebrating birthdays, and so on. The warden doesn't like what Stan is doing with the prisoners and sends for him. Stan gets visited by his wife. Finally, he can see her after a couple of months. These two don't want for anything and start working out. After the exercise is done, Mindy talks about how masters help with stretching and self-control at home. Stan doesn't like hearing this and starts getting mad. Mindy is trying to explain, but an officer comes to the room and takes Stan to Francis. Stan arrives at Francis's office. He does not appreciate how much he helped the prisoners calm down, especially before the inspection arrives. Stan can help and leave sooner, or he can be injured and maybe his family as well. Telling him that when the inspection arrives, there's going to be a riot in the yard, and a couple of inmates are going to die. So the government closes the prison, and he can buy the property with his partners. That night, Stan gets a not pleasant dream about how it maybe looks like in their house right now. So he tells the officer that he is going to help Francis. In the yard, people are having small problems between each other and asking Stan to decide who is in the right, but Stan says that he doesn't care anymore and his rules don't apply anymore. That means green light, and all the prisoners start fighting each other again, and our warden is happy.
Yeah, boy.
The inspection day is here, and we can see Francis showing inspectors the prison. Our guy Stan also gets a chance to leave prison. He sees Mindy with Master waiting for him. He can leave today if he shows the judges that he is reformed. But then he remembers how close people here are in his heart and decide to throw this chance away just to save inmates that he cares about. He tells the judges he is going to fiddle everybody outside, and the female judge especially. The officer takes him back to the hall, and he has a chat with Mindy and Master. In short form, Master's meat hammer doesn't work anymore from smoking, so he truly just helped Mindy with stretching and training. Happy to hear this news. He has only one goal left: stopping a prison riot. Because inmates are getting ready to square up. Stan runs to the warden's office to use the microphone and tell inmates not to start a fight. But our friend Kung Pao is here. Stan's realized that Kung Pao is Master's best student, and a fight begins. A couple of hands here and a couple of kicks there. Stan is thrown on the floor. Mr. Kung Pao is ready to explore Stan Cave. But then Stan remembers he is trained in the one-finger-only method and hits deep.
Man, I'm dead.
Stan wins. But the microphone got destroyed by the fight, so he tries to go outside and tell all his friends to not fight. But inmates, instead of blood spilling, starts to dance. Larry knew what is going on thanks to Stan. and all the prisoners joined Larry's plan. The inspectors are shocked, but in a good way. Everybody is happy except Francis. So he takes an officer's gun and starts shooting into the prisoners, but then he points his gun at Stan because it's his fault. Luckily, Mindy and Master save Stan, and everybody is safe. 3 years later, we can see Stan and all his friends in the yard. A new warden is our nameless officer. Everybody is sad that Stan is already leaving, so they give him a group hug. He says his goodbye and good luck. He even says bye to Big Raymond with his new girlfriend and leaves. Outside is already Mindy waiting for him. He comes to the car, says hello to his daughter and her nanny, and leaves the prison property. Thank you for watching a movie recap, Big Stan. Leave a like and comment, it helps a lot, and see you next time.